Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This video, we are looking at the NFL Prizepicks plays for Thursday Night Football. We got the Titans and the Steelers. Another start to see if Will Levis can make it in the NFL. He looked really good in his first one. See if he's able to have same success tonight against the Steelers defense that is pretty vulnerable against the pass and even against the rush. They've been giving up some points. So expect both teams, especially the Titans, if Levis does even close to what he did last game and put up some points. Let's go ahead and get into it. As always, if you enjoyed the videos, please share the like button, subscribe if you have not already. Check out other links in the description. Follow on Twitter /X at the DFS process. Let's get started. First one we're taking is Will Levis over 202 passing yards. The matchup is good against the Steelers defense. We saw the connection that he had with DeAndre Hopkins, and he did have a couple of deep bombs, which helped him hit the over here, but the matchup is better in terms of the secondary being poorer. For the Steelers, Fitzpatrick, I believe, is out today, so that's another piece that their Steelers defense is missing and one of their best pieces in the secondary. And I just feel like it's a little low for a quarterback that I feel like last week they might have taken some less shots downfield, but he still, I don't know if he called an audible or just took it upon himself, but he was still taking deep shots. I think the way that he looked last week, they'll probably be more, just allow him to throw more freely and probably throw more pass attempts. So I'm taking him over 2.5 passing yards. And on the other side, I'm taking Kenny Pickett. Both teams are allowing pretty good numbers. The Steelers allowing over 250 passing yards per game. The Titans are up there as well. And Pickett's coming back. He missed half the game against the Jags last week. So it's a short week, but they said he's good to go. So I don't think that he's going to be banged up. Hopefully, he's still at least close to 100%. It's not going to impact his passing. They got Deontay Johnson back last week. That's a big boost to their offense. And the Titans, they're going to allow teams to throw on them. So both just seem really low. I'm going to take the overs on both of them. Going over to receiving yards, I think Naji Harris, 8.5 is a pretty good play. He's hit this 3 or 4 games. He's still playing more, getting more bulk of the carries than Jalen Warren. It's not that far off, but he's getting like 59% of snaps, and Warren is chipping in with like 42%. I think it's still going to be at least half to go into Naji Harris. He's been better recently, had a good receiving game against the Jags, and at this number, at just 8.5, you just need basically one catch to get it done, whereas Warren is at 20.5. I feel a little bit better about Naji Harris, even though he's not the third down back, but hopefully there's still going to be some instances where he's going to get some targets, first and second downs. And then I'm going with both of the number one receivers. Deontay Johnson, first and foremost, finally came back it's been 2 weeks since he's been back. He looked really good against the Rams, even though he played limited snaps. And then last week he got back up to 91% of snaps. So expect to see 90+% of snaps for him out there. Against the Titans defense, we know that whether it was Trubisky or Pickett, he was the number one option, as long as he doesn't struggle with drops, which he really hasn't this year. Yeah, I know he's missed some games, but been more secure with his hands, and he's going to get targeted, short routes, high percentage completion targets for him, just because he's not taking a ton of deep shots like they are with Pickens and some of their other players. And then you got to go with DeAndre Hopkins over for sure. It's 53.5. It seemed like Will Levis was all over targeting him instead of anybody else. 3 touchdowns for Hopkins, big, deep completions, a couple deep touchdowns. And numbers just low against the Steelers defense that has allowed a number of 100+ yard receiving games. And then the final pick, going over to rushing / receiving yards. And this one we are taking, get to it. Rushing / receiving yards, going with Derrick Henry over 86.5. He's been more involved in the passing game, which is good to see. The Steelers front 7, they're still allowing top half in NFL and rush in fantasy points given up to running backs. I think Henry, if the Titans keep playing well and winning, they're going to hold on to these guys. There was rumors that he would be traded, but did not get traded. So they're stuck. Well, maybe not stuck with him, but they're going to ride it out at least this year, see how he does. He's been better recently, 3 or 4 games over 100 total yards. And going up against the Steelers, he's going to get the carries and hopefully continues to have some success receiving, which has been good for him, 15+ last 3 weeks. So those are the 6 picks. I'm expecting more of a passing game. I think running game will have success too, especially from the Titans side. But I think both quarterbacks, their numbers just really low. Taking the over, I wouldn't be shocked if there's some decent points scored in this one. So those are the 6 plays. Best of luck if you are tailing, and I will catch you all next time.